Today we turn our attention to one of the most iconic names in the cruiser segment, the 2026 Suzuki Boulevard C90. Suzuki has a rich history with its Boulevard line, a name that evokes the spirit of classic American cruisers combined with Japanese engineering reliability. While no official details or images for the 2026 model have been released yet, as is common for models, this far out we can project and speculate on what changes Suzuki is likely to implement to keep this big-bore cruiser relevant and competitive in an evolving market. We're talking about a model that traditionally features a powerful, large displacement V-twin engine and a timeless, low-slung aesthetic. The cruiser segment is fiercely competitive, and the new C90 will need to bring significant updates to stand out. Our script will run for approximately 8 minutes, exploring the essential elements we expect to see. The evolution of the classic design. The Suzuki Boulevard C90 has always been defined by its classic, retro styling. Think deep valanced fenders, a broad tank, and extensive use of chrome. For 2026, we anticipate Suzuki will retain this heritage aesthetic, but apply subtle, yet impactful modern refinements. Expect a cleaner, more sculpted look to the fuel tank and fenders, potentially incorporating new color options that blend classic metallic hues with deep contemporary finishes. Lighting is one of the easiest areas to modernize, and we project a full LED lighting package, including a powerfully designed LED headlight that maintains the traditional round shape but offers superior illumination. The sheer physical presence of the C90 is one of its biggest draws, and the 2026 model will likely keep the long wheelbase and low seat height that define the segment. However, we anticipate a focus on ergonomic refinement. This could involve a newly shaped seat for both rider and passenger, offering better long-distance support, and slightly revised handlebar geometry to reduce rider fatigue on extended journeys. The visual weight, that big bike feel, will be retained, but the focus will be on making that weight feel more manageable and refined, translating to a more comfortable and confidence-inspiring ride for a broader range of cruiser enthusiasts. Powertrain and performance speculations. At the heart of any C90 is its engine, historically a powerful large displacement V-twin. The current C90 family uses a 1.462 cubic centimeter engine, and for 2026 we expect this venerable unit to receive a substantial overhaul, or perhaps even be replaced by a next-generation power plant. To meet increasingly strict global emission standards, Suzuki will almost certainly need to incorporate significant changes. This could mean a move to a more advanced liquid cooling system, perhaps subtly integrated to preserve the air-cooled look of the fins, along with a revised intake and exhaust system. The primary goal of a cruiser engine is torque, and we project a focus on delivering even more low-end and mid-range pulling power. The existing C90 engine produces impressive torque, and any new version must exceed that, offering effortless acceleration from a standstill and smooth passing power on the highway. We anticipate a sophisticated electronic fuel injection system, likely incorporating Suzuki's dual throttle valve, SDTV technology for ultra-smooth throttle response. Crucially, the 2026 model should feature an updated transmission, possibly a 6-speed instead of the traditional 5-speed, which would improve high-speed cruising by dropping the engine RPM and enhancing fuel economy. The signature low-maintenance shaft drive, a staple of the Boulevard series, is expected to remain. The deep, rumbling exhaust note, which is essential to the cruiser experience, will also be fine-tuned to comply with noise regulations while still offering a satisfying auditory experience. Chassis, suspension, and braking upgrades. The traditional chassis of the C90, a sturdy, double-cradle steel frame, is likely to be updated for 2026 to improve handling and rigidity without sacrificing the classic lines. The cruiser aesthetic demands a hardtail look, which Suzuki achieves by concealing the rear monoshock. We expect a completely new, high-performance link-type rear suspension system that offers increased travel and better damping characteristics, allowing the bike to soak up road imperfections more effectively, translating to a plush, comfortable ride. The front end, traditionally a telescopic fork, may see an upgrade to a thicker diameter, or even an inverted fork, not just for improved rigidity and handling feedback, but also to lend a more modern, performance-oriented stance. In terms of braking, this is a non-negotiable area for improvement. While the current model may still employ a drum brake on the rear in some markets, the 2026 C90 will most likely feature a full dual-disc setup, both front and rear. Furthermore, a modern multi-channel anti-lock braking system, or ABS, will be standard, providing an essential layer of safety that is now expected in the big bore class. We also expect to see revised wheel designs, perhaps machined alloy wheels that offer a more contemporary look than spokes while retaining that classic, substantial feel. The integration of modern technology. Technology is no longer confined to sport bikes, and the 2026 C90 must embrace it to compete with its rivals. The traditional minimalist instrument cluster is due for a major upgrade. We anticipate a sleek, circular, full-color TFT display that retains the look of a classic single-gauge, but provides a wealth of information. This new cluster would integrate modern features such as a gear position indicator, fuel gauge, clock, and trip meters. Beyond the display, a full suite of electronic rider aids is probable. This could include a sophisticated traction control system with selectable modes, essential for managing the V-twin's significant torque in varying weather conditions. Cruise control, a must-have for a true highway cruiser, will likely be standard, making long-distance rides more enjoyable. Furthermore, Bluetooth smartphone connectivity is an expected addition, allowing riders to manage calls and music through handlebar controls and the TFT display. Suzuki may also integrate its Easy Start system, which allows the rider to start the engine with a single quick press of the starter button, a small but appreciated convenience. Finally, the inclusion of a USB charging port will be a minor, but incredibly practical addition for modern riders. Positioning and market relevance. The 2026 Suzuki Boulevard C90 will be strategically positioned to appeal to two main types of riders: the traditional cruiser enthusiast, who values timeless style, and the modern rider who demands performance and technology. Its primary competition will come from the big-bore cruisers of rival manufacturers. To gain market share, Suzuki will need to offer a compelling package that balances its storied heritage with modern features. This is where the T variant, the Boulevard C90T, will continue to play a crucial role. The T for touring model is expected to return, equipped from the factory with the amenities necessary for long-haul travel: a full-sized windscreen, hard side cases, and a comfortable passenger backrest. The base C90 will serve as the pure muscular cruiser platform, offering a blank canvas for customization. The overall theme for the 2026 model will be refined muscle, a motorcycle that is big, powerful, and undeniably classic, but also sophisticated, technologically current, and reliably engineered. Anticipated impact and conclusion. The hypothetical launch of the 2026 Suzuki Boulevard C90 would mark a significant moment for the cruiser segment. It would signal Suzuki's continued commitment to this important category of motorcycling, and its willingness to infuse classic design with contemporary performance and features. The success of the new C90 will rest on its ability to deliver a riding experience that feels both nostalgic and distinctly modern. It needs to offer the comfortable, low-slung, torque-rich experience that cruiser riders crave, while simultaneously providing the safety, convenience, and performance that modern engineering allows. If Suzuki can deliver on these anticipated updates, a revamped, torquey V-twin, modern braking with ABS, a vastly improved chassis suspension setup, and a full suite of rider technology, the 2026 Boulevard C90 will be more than just a heritage bike. It will be a formidable contender, cementing its place as the definitive Japanese big-bore cruiser for the modern age. The C90 has the potential to become one of the most exciting models in the 2026 lineup, offering a perfect blend of style, comfort, and muscle. This has been your detailed speculation on the potential 2026 Suzuki Boulevard C90 from Bike Updater Pro. Would you like me to create a breakdown of the key expected technical specifications for the hypothetical 2026 C90?